everyone, welcome to another edition of NoDQ&A video here on NoDQ.com. I am the owner of NoDQ, Aaron Rift, here to answer your questions about the world of wrestling. So let's get right down to it. To be 100% real, do you think Steve Austin can still go? Absolutely. I know Austin has been worried about his neck, and that's one major reason why he hasn't been wrestling over the past several years. I also know that part of it is due to him just not being interested in coming back to the ring. He feels that he accomplished everything there was to accomplish and that there really wasn't a point in coming back and risking getting hurt. Now, if the circumstances were right, he comes back for maybe one or two matches, perhaps a WrestleMania match, and he's in there with the right opponent who he feels comfortable with. I'm sure Austin, with the right training, could go in there and be at 90-95% for one or two matches. So I definitely think he can go under the right circumstances. Why are they having Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes do a pay-per-view match without the IC title on the line? Personally, I think letting Orton winning the belt and having long feuds with Cody and others would bring back prestige and credibility to it. I agree with you. I checked on WWE.com and it says nothing about the IC title being on the line. I think it's silly to have Orton pin Rhodes without the title being on the line. Here's the situation. If Mark Henry is going to be a long-term World Heavyweight Champion, why not have Orton win the IC title and run with it for a couple months and bring back some credibility to the title, like this person said? I would definitely like to see that happen. Hey Aaron, what are your thoughts on Al Snow's hardcore match with himself? It was quite amusing, and I would say it's better than 90% of what's on Raw lately, to be honest with you. Hey Aaron, I was wondering, what are your thoughts on Brodus Clay? In a previous episode, you talked about Mark Henry fitting into the monster gimmick. I think Brodus Clay has the potential to fill that void since he's younger than Henry and a fresh face. Yeah, I think I've been watching those vignettes with Brodus Clay over the last several weeks, and they're doing a great job so far building him up as this monster, but time will tell as to how far it goes, and he's definitely got a good look, in terms of being a monster and all that, so we'll just have to wait and see, but yeah, if he's pushed anything like how they've been pushing Mark Henry, I think Brodus Clay has a good shot at success in WWE, so we'll see. Do you think WWE will help Ring of Honor the way they did with ECW? No. What would be the purpose in doing that? The deal was, back in the day, WWE was struggling to compete with WCW, and by working with ECW, it brought some of the ECW talent onto Raw, and that whole little mini invasion storyline got people interested in watching Raw. So there was a whole method to the madness, so to speak. Now, right now, WWE doesn't benefit anything from helping out Ring of Honor or getting those guys mentioned on WWE TV. That's just the way it is. It's a different environment, different era. Why will WWE not let Bryan Danielson come out to Final Countdown, or at least something different? Bottom line, to sum it up, they don't want to pay the royalty fees for Final Countdown, and they try not to license out music as much as possible because it's the extra money they have to spend. They'd rather just use their own generic theme songs or whatnot. What was your favorite promo botch? I think Sid Vicious telling Scott Hall, I am twice the man that you are, but I have half the brain that you do. And then Scott Hall started just cracking up and just trying to hold back laughter. It was a classic moment. And then Sid cutting a promo with JR and not knowing that they were on live pay-per-view. He wanted to start over, and JR's like, "We're live, pal." I thought that was funny. Hulk Hogan saying that he was the right gay at the right time and kept botching his promo. Bret Hart saying "in your haste" instead of "in your house." Triple H saying, "I am the singest." Singest, is that a word? Those are the ones I could think of off the top of my head right there. Aaron, what were your thoughts on Mohamed Hassan? Personally, I thought he was one of the best heels of the 21st century, and it's a shame it had to end like it did. I loved that character. I thought Mohamed Hassan was just awesome in terms of generating heat, and his music alone, when it starts up, like just the whole arena erupts in boos. I thought it was a great act. I was really sad when they dropped it. I guess all the controversy from the character WWE made the decision to just drop it, and the guy who played the role of Mohamed Hassan, I'm not sure his name off the top of my head, he was frustrated, just bowed out of wrestling completely. Just a shame. Definitely a lot of wasted potential right there, in my opinion. Good job, Aaron. Keep up the good work. Who do you think are the top 3 funniest people of all time in WWE history? Bobby the Brain Heenan, no doubt. The Rock, and for the third person, maybe Kurt Angle. Just his comedy segments in WWE worked really well. Even if they were dumb segments, Angle somehow made it work. And the segments with him and Austin, with the hats and singing the songs, I always thought those were really entertaining. Angle coming out and doing Sexy Boy with Sensational Sherry. Things like that. Angle did a great job with the comedy. And, of course, as I mentioned, Bobby Heenan. Can't go wrong with him. Just some of the... I was just watching the Oh My God DVD, and when Shawn Michaels throws Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window, Heenan's like, "Did you see that? Jannetty tried to jump out through the window to get away from Shawn Michaels." So, yeah, that was great. And, of course, The Rock. Just pick any Rock promo. It's always hilarious. The Rock never fails. Do you think if Paul Heyman had the money and started a new ECW, it would survive, or just fall like the original one and the crap McMahon made in 2006? Well, what exactly would this new ECW be? I think if Paul Heyman had the money, he would want to do something completely different from ECW. Why would he want to just rehash the same old thing? That's the problem. Part of the problem in wrestling right now is there needs to be some kind of new idea, a new concept, some kind of new revolution. Just like ECW changed the business in the mid to late 90s, there needs to be some kind of new revolution and something new. That's what I would think. I don't think Paul Heyman would have any interest in just rehashing the same old stuff. Mr. Rift, when will WrestleMania come back to California or Los Angeles, like they did with WrestleMania 21? Is it possible we can see it at WrestleMania 30 or 31? And do you think WWE should push guys like Zack Ryder, Evan Bourne, Ted, and Drew? Okay, regarding WrestleMania in LA, as long as they're doing the Summer Slams in LA, I don't see that happening. Although they are building that new NFL stadium, the Farmers Field or whatever it's called. So, but that's going to take like 5 or 6 years to finish. And who knows, with the way construction projects go in California, maybe 10 years. But when that project is finally complete, they have that stadium up, I could see them doing a WrestleMania in LA for sure. All right, that about does it for No DQ&A video today. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, youtube.com/NoDQ&AV. My question to you guys is, who should be the Intercontinental Champion? I like to just call it the IC title because it's easier. Who would you like to see be the IC Champion? Should it be Randy Orton? Should it be Cody Rhodes? Who do you think could bring some prestige back to that title? Let me know what you think, and keep subscribing, keep spreading the word. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.